This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to a fantastic installment of the Reds POSTCAST, brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am Tim Daniel. I am a lifelong Reds fan, and I've been podcasting about this team for 5 years at publications such as Late Night Reds and the Riverfront, and I want to thank you all for spending some time with me tonight as we discuss a 6-3 Cincinnati Reds win over the Chicago Cubs at Great American Ballpark. If you are just checking my show out for the first time, welcome. We are so glad to have you. Please be sure to hit that notification button here on YouTube so you can not only get my show after each and every single Reds game. Hopefully it looks like right now there might be a chance at a couple more, but you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. This episode is brought to you by our friends over at 5 Hour Energy. Enough with boring, flavorless caffeine. It's time to give your caffeine a flavor upgrade with 5 Hour Energy shots. Go to 5hourenergy.com or Amazon today. On tonight's show, who are these Redlegs and where have they been? Because something has changed. We're going to talk about it. Spencer Steer stays hot. And just again, who are these Redlegs? We're going to talk about that. And the New York Mets lost today, so the Reds are in fact gaining ground. All of that and a whole lot more. And I'm going to hear from you, our everydayers. Let's just go have some fun because, boy, this is going to be one fun show.
This is what you'll be talking about.
There are so many things about tonight. So many things. By the way, do you guys like the new lighting? I changed the color on my ring light, and I feel like I look way brighter than I have all season. I look like I'm in a real studio finally. Just took 154 games, 155 games, but I digress. It feels like something's just flipped, something switched, something just feels like they're different, and maybe they aren't, and maybe we're doing the Michael Scott meme of no doubt about it, I'm ready to get hurt again. But something's changed, and I want to start with Terry Francona, his decisions with the lineup tonight. It looked really questionable. I won't lie to you. When I first saw it, when they tweeted out the whole conversation earlier, with they send the tweet out with the lineup, I went, what are they doing? They have to win this game. And then Terry Francona got a little showed his flexibility with the lineup decisions tonight, and it was the whole game. It was Gavin Lux starts at the DH spot, and then they bring in a lefty. Okay, cool. We'll bring in Miguel Andujar. It was Will Benson is in, then they bring in their lefty. Okay, we'll have Noelvi Marte hit, and then we'll move Marte to right field, and we'll also use Sal Stewart in points in this game too. And it was like, no, it wasn't Sal Stewart. Who was it tonight? I'm losing my mind, guys. No, it was Sal Stewart because he came in for Austin Hayes. And Austin Hayes got hurt. Yeah, that's right. Okay, there was a lot of substitutions today, but I have to admit, I've been pretty critical at times of Terry Francona this year. I was critical at 3:00 today when I saw this lineup and went, "What are we doing?" It was a good lineup. It was a chess match, and Terry Francona outmanaged Craig Counsell, and it wasn't close either. In a game that, I get it. The Cubs have clinched their spot. The Cubs right now, they're not catching Milwaukee. They're probably just kind of seeing what they can do and seeing if they can kind of gain a little bit extra spot. They got the top wild card spot. It's kind of between them and the Padres at this point to that situation for the higher seed. And they probably, but it's not like they didn't play it's not like they played to not win tonight. You know what I mean? Like they went out there and I thought the Cubs played a decent game. It was a competitive game. I mean, it was tied in the 5th inning. And the Reds just kind of took off. So Carrie, I would love to play this song, but we have to deal with copyright laws Carrie's telling me to play The Heat Is On. And unfortunately, we don't get paid, and we could get in a lot of trouble if we played those songs, or else I totally would. But just to kind of see them make these decisions and kind of go that route was awesome. And then let's get to the other stuff. Okay. Tyler Stevenson hits the big home run, and that was fantastic. Spencer Steer hits a home run. They're hitting home runs, people. They're hitting home runs, and they're stealing bases. Close game. Novi Marte gets on base, and he steals. He doesn't just like let something happen. He steals. TJ Friedel hits a home run tonight. We don't see a whole lot of those from him. It was an awesome night to be a Reds fan. And the energy is back. Yeah. And Seth says this too. Ellie seems like he's being Ellie again. I know he did have a strikeout tonight, but that play he made, that defensive play, where it's like when Santillan comes in, that was an unbelievable play, man. That's something where when we saw Ellie be good, we saw him do those things. Fantastic day. And, my college football team won finally. So this day is good for me. And you know who else made this day really, really good? Is Spencer Steer. Keeping it going. Let's talk about Spencer Steer right after this. This episode is brought to you by Zippix Toothpicks. Whether you're looking for nicotine satisfaction or an energy boost, Zippix has you covered with their nicotine and caffeine-infused toothpicks. For nicotine users, Zippix provides a discreet way to satisfy cravings and the hand-to-mouth habit without vaping or smoking. Zippix can be a helpful tool as you work to reduce your dependence on vaping. Available in 6 great flavors with 2 milligram and 3 milligram nicotine options. And if you need energy without the crash, the caffeine toothpicks are a game changer. I've used the caffeine toothpicks before big meetings and long drives, and they give me energy without the jitters, with flavors like peppermint watermelon, ice, and they actually taste great. Go to ZippixToothpicks.com, use code LOCKEDON for 10% off your first order. Must be 21 or older to enter. Warning, nicotine is an addictive chemical. That's ZippixToothpicks.com, promo code LOCKEDON. Zip more, smoke less with Zippix Toothpicks. This episode is also brought to you by PrizePicks, the daily fantasy app where making the right call can actually pay off. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right means cashing in. With football back, PrizePicks is the simplest and fastest way to get in on the action. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player projections, and you can turn takes and the real prizes all in less than 60 seconds. If you look right now, they're giving you one. Patrick Mahomes plus 0.5 pass yards on Sunday Night Football this week against the Giants. They are begging you. So I took that obviously, and I combined it with Jamar Chase over 69.5 passing yards for Sunday. I feel like Jake Brown is going to be looking for White's WR1 quite a bit in that game. If you're a college football guy, I got another one for you. A 2-pick play. Jeremiah Love and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish over 101.5 rushing yards, and DJ Lagway, the Florida Gators, over 0.5 passing touchdowns. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. I just need to make sure I mention, because I didn't have time to record my ads today. That was from yesterday, obviously. And I did, in fact, right now, I'm one for one on my college football picks. DJ Lagway right now, as we're recording, the Florida Gators are down 13-0 to the Miami Hurricanes. So that passing touchdown's not happened yet. So come on, DJ Lagway, and keep this day getting better. All right. But thank you all so much for spending some time with me here on the postcast as we discuss a huge Reds win. Ron popped in. He says, I was hoping for 3 out of 4, but I'm hoping for a sweep now. So those of us who listen to our good friends over at Cespedes Barbecue know that when you beat a team in all 4 games in a 4-game set, that's referred to as a mop. So a mop is 4 games, a sweep is 3 games. So shout out tomorrow as we go for a mop. Let's talk about the turning point of today's game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Let's give some love to TJ Friedel today, making it a 2-run game with that solo shot. And then obviously Tyler Stevenson had the biggest one. Tyler Stevenson really has the moment of the game, but without TJ Friedel's homer there. Unbelievable. And without Spencer Steer, are we where we're at right now? Oh my gosh. 3 home runs in 2 days. Spencer Steer has found something. He hasn't looked this good, not just this year. He hasn't looked this good 2 years, maybe? Something's changed. Something has flipped with him, like I said. And it seems like as this team is getting healthier and this team is playing better, he's one of those guys. He's kind of one of the guys that's kind of leading the way. Tonight, another home run, his third in 2 games, takes the team lead in homers from Ellie, now at 21. I think this is just for one that could just gotta make things all the difference in the world. And he hit second tonight, just because of the, with the lineup flexibility thing they were trying to go for. It was awesome. It's his only hit of the night, but if you look at what he's been doing of late, it just feels like something's gone right. So in his last 7 games, he's hitting .318 with a .348 on base and .864 slugging. That's 4 home runs in his last 7 games, 10 runs batted in, 4 runs scored. He's the only person who might take National League Player of the Week from Spencer Steer is probably Hunter Green. Let's be honest, because of his one hit shutout the other night, his near no hitter. But seeing Spencer Steer find this again, and we talked about it yesterday, just like coming back from that shoulder injury that he had beginning of the year, love to see it, and so happy he's been doing this for our team as well. Talked about the Friedel homer, I was fantastic, and Tyler Stevenson, who another guy battled injury all year, but getting it going at the right time, right? 2 homers in his last 7, 3 in his last 15. Finding his power. If the Reds get Ty Steve to find his power, everything changes for the Redlegs. They just get this power going, and everything changed for them. And I love, we obviously love how they're playing. And, Zero Wave says here, can't let up now. No stupid loss to the Pirates. Zero Wave, I don't know if I told you or not, but on Tuesday, Paul Skeens is pitching. So, maybe he gets sick that day. Nothing bad, just a cold. Like Nick Liddell had a couple weeks ago where he couldn't pitch. That's all we're asking for. Please. But now with the win today, the Reds are in fact gaining ground. And let's review the Reds' rest of their remaining schedule against the New York Mets right after this. Caffeine just got a flavor upgrade with 5-hour energy shots delivering tasty caffeine in 17 bold flavors. Each 2-ounce shot packs the caffeine of a premium 12-ounce cup of coffee plus B vitamins and nutrients with 0 sugar and 0 crashes. What I love most is how portable they are. Big taste, tiny shot. You can take it anywhere and get that boost where you need it. And right now on 5hourenergy.com, it's holiday season, and they've got 3 wonderful holiday flavors you got to try. There's pumpkin spice, cranberry lime, and gingerbread snap, and they all taste delicious. Enough of boring, flavorless caffeine. It's time to give your caffeine a flavor upgrade with 5-hour energy shots. Go get the favorites you love or be bold and try something new in store and online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today. Man, there's something about when I come here and I talk to you guys on days like this where the vibes are high, everyone's feeling good about the team, and we don't have this enough. This has been such an up and down year that if this is just a fun week, that no matter how this goes from here, I'm having a blast right now, and I can't thank you guys enough for adding to the joy every day. Let's get to our Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I think I have to give it, I don't know if this is allowed, but it's my show, so I'm going to make the rules. I think I have to give it to Terry Francona. I think Terry Francona managed so well today. Now, TJ Friedel certainly has a case. Tyler Stevenson has a case. I think Zach Littell has a decent case. But I think Francona might have earned it. I don't know if that's allowed, but we're going to call it. It's my show, darn it. I have a microphone and you don't, and you'll listen to every word I have to say, right? I'm just kidding. I'm not that mean to you guys. All right. So tomorrow, as we know, the Reds go for a mop. And Andrew Abbott's on the hill. Big time, right? Big time. That's what we want to see. And tomorrow for the Mets, they wrap up with the Nats. And they have Sean Manaea on the mound, who's 2-3 with a 5.40 ERA and 12 starts, going against Jake Irvin, who's 8-13 with a 5.76. That game could be bad. It could potentially not be a good baseball game. So that's what they look forward to. And of course, from there, the Mets will then have Monday off as well, like the Reds do. And when the Reds welcome the Pirates to town on Tuesday, the Mets will be going into Wrigley to face these same Chicago Cubbies. So Cubbies, if you can drop tomorrow and then take care of business Tuesday through Thursday, we would absolutely appreciate it. But thought it was a fun day to be a Reds fan. Thank you to the Washington Nationals for helping us out as well. I'm very happy with this game. I'm very happy with this Reds win. And I'm very happy that Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive is playing somewhere right now. It's making us all feel like what it's like to enjoy being a Reds fan. One of the few times we ever get to do it. But tonight, the Redlegs are winners over the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley, 6-3. The Reds have 6 runs on 9 hits and no errors. The Cubs have 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Your winning pitcher tonight is Zach Littell, who I didn't even talk about, by the way. He was really darn good today. Your loser is Drew Pomeranz, and Emilio Pagan picks up his 29th save of the year. And tomorrow might be mop day. It might be mop day as Andrew Abbott takes the hill for the Reds, and they need good Andrew Abbott tomorrow. 9-7 with a 288. We know we've talked about it quite a bit. His August and September have been very up and down. He's going against Jameson Taillon, who is 10-6 with a 393. So it's a good pitching matchup. It's a win the Reds need. First pitch is at 1:40, so I'll be on later in the afternoon. Guys, I'm not allowed to have a drink on the show. Just know that if they win tomorrow, I'm going to be celebrating very hard. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. What a fun stretch these Reds are on. Go Redlegs. Everyone have a great rest of your Saturday night. Let's mop them up tomorrow. Let's do it.